we're going to change the transmission fluid on a 2016 Honda Accord. That's the EXL. These transmissions, they take a special fluid. We recommend changing the Honda Genuine fluid because these are CVT. So if you want, this is what it looks like right there. The parts and everything, we buy it straight from Honda. And so, as you know, these vehicles does not have a dipstick. They have a check bolt, and then they have a drain plug down there. So when you take out the dipstick, you won't see any measurement or nothing. You just have to check it through the check bolt. And we'll show you how to check that properly after we do the transmission flush. This right here is a transmission drain plug right here, and what it uses, they use one of these 3/8. It's better to get these longer 3/8 ratchet so that you have more leverage, and we recommend using a little bit of these stub, I don't know, like a little extension. Before you do it, if you live in New York State, you know the drill. Clean this little area right there, brake cleaner or something. Scrape it, little flathead or hook, whatever you got. Take the debris out so that it doesn't get stuck. Won't give you any hard time. Clean out again. Taking out the drain plug, you'll realize that there are some gunk, and these are actually metal shavings. You can see this right there. You can tell metal shavings from the transmission, so that prevents all this metal going up through it again and again. It's just a magnet. What you have to do is get a little brake cleaner. Take the old one out. We're not gonna reuse this. It's recommended to use a new one. Straight from the dealer again. It's a new one right here. Just put it back in. Right there. It can go either side. It doesn't have it backward or frontward, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you place a new one. Right. Okay, so since this is a CVT and this has no dipstick, nothing in it, this is how we are going to measure it after we fill the transmission. There is a check bolt right here that Honda gives you. Right there. See this one right here? And I think it's a 10 or 12. I think it's a 12 millimeter socket. And then what you have to do is you have to loosen this after you fill it, and then you'll check it to see if you overfill it or underfill it. If you overfill it, it will drip a lot, and then it'll just drip like this. And once you drip like this, then you close it, you tighten it back to its specified torque. If you don't see anything flowing out, then it means you underfill it. So you have to add a little bit more, and then you have to go through the process again, and then come back and then check it again. We'll show you a full process, but let's just show you where the check bolt is, because this vehicle does not have a dipstick to check it. Okay, now that this rule of thumb for me is when it's dripping like this, is when I put back the transmission drain plug back in. That's how I know it's empty, and then it's ready to put back in. Then just, finger tight it first, run through with your finger. And then you're going to use a torque wrench like this or anything like this you can find from Harbor Freight or Matco or anything, whatever is most convenient for you. Make sure you tighten it to 36 foot-pound. That's what's recommended, 36 foot-pound. So what we have to do now is, on this specific vehicle, we have to start the engine up, and then we're gonna go through each gear while your foot is on the brake pedal. We're gonna go through each gear. So PRNDSL, 3 seconds on each gear, and then we're gonna shift, and then we're gonna shift while holding the brake pedal. And after that, you'll have to go under the car. At the check bolt, we're going to check if the fluid is at the proper level or not. I will show you that, but first, let me show you how to do this first, okay? So, press the brake pedal, start the car. So after starting the car, press R, 3 seconds. Go through each gear, 3 seconds. Go back up 3 seconds. You can do that. You can just go straight up, but I personally go back 3 seconds. And now, get your foot off the brake. Off the car. Immediately, you have to go and check at the check bolt. See the fluid level is proper or not. So I'll show you that. Socket, and then you loosen that. It's not really tight, it's really loose. Just loosen that. And you're gonna drain it out and see. Let me show you what I mean by this. So it dripped right there. And once it dripped like that, that's how you know it is at the proper level. So make sure to use a new washer or a gasket right here. This is the old one. Tell the difference right there. So, yep, this is the new one. And then you're gonna tighten this bolt to 15 foot-pound. 15 foot-pound. So after changing the fluid and checking the level, proper level and everything, make sure to check for leaks afterward. Start the car. I recommend starting the car, and then for 5 minutes, run it, and then check it, see if there's any leak at the check bolt or at the drain plug. And then you drive it. And when you're